I was always very lively and, among my friends.
James Garner finally breaks his silence on Charles Bronson, a revelation that piqued the curiosity of Hollywood enthusiasts and fans alike. Garner, a name synonymous with charm, wit, and rugged good looks, was not just an actor. He was an institution. Born James Scott Bumner on April 7, 1928, in Norman, Oklahoma, he emerged from humble beginnings to become one of Hollywood's most beloved and enduring stars. With a career spanning more than 5 decades, Garner's contributions to television, film, and voice acting left an indelible mark on American pop culture. His naturalistic acting style, sincere performances, and effortless charisma captured the hearts of audiences around the globe, and his story remains one of resilience, talent, and quiet dignity. From the very start, Garner's life was shaped by trials that would test his strength and character. He endured a difficult childhood marked by the early death of his mother and the presence of an abusive stepmother, forcing him to leave home at a young age. The challenges of his early life instilled in him a resilience and independence that would later define both his personal and professional life. He dropped out of high school and, seeking adventure and a sense of purpose, joined the Merchant Marine toward the end of World War II. This was only the beginning of his service to his country. Later, during the Korean War, he enlisted in the United States Army, where his bravery earned him 2 Purple Hearts, reflecting a real-life courage that often mirrored the heroic characters he would portray on screen. These experiences were formative, providing him with a depth and authenticity that would later resonate in his acting, allowing him to bring complex, multi-dimensional characters to life with an ease that few could match. Garner's entry into acting came almost by accident. After a brief stint in modeling, he found his way into Hollywood in the early 1950s, navigating the unpredictable currents of the entertainment industry with determination and charm. His breakthrough role came with the television series Maverick, which aired from 1957 to 1962. In the role of Brett Maverick, Garner redefined the Western hero archetype. Unlike the typical stoic and gunslinging cowboys of the era, Brett Maverick was witty, charming, and often reluctant to fight. He preferred to outsmart his opponents, rather than resort to violence, showcasing a cleverness and sophistication that stood out in the Western genre. Garner's portrayal was magnetic, blending humor, intelligence, and a sly, easygoing charm that captivated audiences. His performance made Brett Maverick an iconic figure, and even after he left the series, the character remained synonymous with his smooth, affable persona. While television gave him widespread recognition, Garner's film career demonstrated a versatility that few actors could match. He took on roles across genres, moving seamlessly from drama to comedy, action to romance. In The Great Escape, 1963, he starred alongside Steve McQueen in a gripping war drama that highlighted his ability to combine toughness with subtle charm. The following year, in The Americanization of Emily, 1964, he shared the screen with Julie Andrews, showcasing his romantic and comedic timing. In the same era, he co-starred with Doris Day in Move Over, Darling, 1963, a romantic comedy that further solidified his reputation as a versatile actor capable of winning both critical acclaim and audience adoration. His performances consistently reflected a naturalistic style, drawing viewers into his character's experiences without ever feeling forced or artificial. Garner's commitment to authenticity extended to more serious roles as well. In I Never, Sang for My Father, 1970, he took on a challenging, emotionally complex role, earning critical acclaim for his nuanced performance. This ability to navigate deeply personal and dramatic material revealed a side of Garner that many casual fans might not have expected, proving that his talent went far beyond the charming roles that had initially brought him fame. One of the crowning achievements of his career came in Murphy's Romance, 1985, where he starred opposite Sally Field. His performance earned him an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor, a testament to both his longevity and the emotional depth he could bring to his roles. Yet, for many fans, the most beloved role of James Garner's career was that of Jim Rockford, the laid-back, street-smart private detective in The Rockford Files, 1974-1980. Rockford was a groundbreaking character, blending action, comedy, and drama in a way rarely seen on television at the time. Garner's portrayal of Rockford as a flawed but lovable everyman resonated deeply with viewers, cementing his legacy in television history. The show won numerous accolades, including Garner's own Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series in 1977, and it remains a touchstone for fans of classic television. Through Rockford, Garner demonstrated a remarkable ability to inhabit a character fully, balancing wit, charm, and vulnerability in a way that made him relatable and unforgettable. Beyond his professional achievements, Garner was widely admired for his professionalism, integrity, and commitment to fairness in Hollywood. He was a staunch advocate for the rights of actors and did not hesitate to challenge unfair practices within the industry. Notably, in the 1960s, he filed a highly publicized lawsuit against Warner Brothers for breach of contract during his time on Maverick. Garner won the case, a rare and courageous move at a time when actors often had little leverage against major studios. His advocacy earned him the respect of his peers and helped pave the way for fairer treatment of talent in Hollywood. Despite his fame, Garner was deeply private, a man who carefully maintained a boundary between his public persona and personal life. He was known for his warmth, sociability, and charm on set, but those who knew him personally described him as unassuming and grounded. Garner preferred a quiet home life over the limelight, prioritizing time with his family and indulging in hobbies such as golf and auto racing. His passion for racing was more than a casual interest. He co-founded the American International Racing Team in the 1960s and even competed in races himself, combining his love of speed with a spirit of adventure that mirrored his on-screen persona. Family was central to Garner's life. He was married once to Lois Josephine Fleshman Clark, a union that lasted nearly 6 decades, a rarity in Hollywood. Their meeting in 1956 at a political party blossomed into a whirlwind romance. Garner often recounted their early days with warmth and humor, describing how they went out to dinner every night for 2 straight weeks before marrying just 16 days after meeting. The couple raised 2 daughters and shared a life marked by devotion, stability, and love, offering a counterpoint to the often tumultuous world of show business. Garner's dedication to family and his insistence on protecting his private life exemplified the depth of his character and the values he held most dear. In his later career, Garner continued to captivate audiences, demonstrating that his talent and appeal did not diminish with age. He starred in Space Cowboys 2000 alongside Clint Eastwood, proving his enduring ability to take on dynamic and compelling roles. Later, in The Notebook, 2004, Garner delivered a moving performance as an elderly man devoted to his ailing wife. His portrayal brought profound emotional resonance to the film, introducing him to a new generation of admirers and showcasing his capacity to imbue even late-career roles with grace, dignity, and authenticity. These performances reaffirmed his place as a consummate actor whose craft transcended generational boundaries. Throughout his life, Garner's legacy was defined not only by his talent, but by his character. He was humble, grounded, and respectful, embodying a quiet dignity that contrasted with the often flamboyant nature of Hollywood fame. Friends, colleagues, and fans alike admired his ability to remain approachable, kind, and authentic despite decades of celebrity. Garner was a man who lived by principles, valuing integrity, loyalty, and decency, both on and off the screen. His commitment to family, his advocacy for actors, and his enduring work ethic made him a role model in an industry often criticized for superficiality. James Garner's story is one of resilience, charm, and timeless talent. From his early struggles to his meteoric rise in Hollywood, from iconic television roles to award-winning film performances, he left a mark that few could match. He redefined the Western hero, gave life to the quintessential private detective, and brought warmth and humor to every character he portrayed. Beyond the screen, he was a devoted husband, a loving father, a racing enthusiast, and a man of principle who stood up for what was right. Garner's life serves as a testament to the enduring power of talent, integrity, and humanity in the face of both adversity and acclaim. In remembering James Garner, one recalls not just the actor, but the man, a figure of charm, humility, and quiet strength. He was an icon whose influence extended far beyond his performances, shaping the television and film landscape for generations to come. His legacy continues to inspire aspiring actors, entertain audiences, and remind the world of the timeless qualities that make a performer truly unforgettable: authenticity, courage, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. James Garner was, and always will be, a symbol of Hollywood at its finest, a testament to a life well lived both on and off the screen. James Garner finally breaks his silence on Charles Bronson, a revelation that intrigued fans and Hollywood insiders alike. Garner, whose name became synonymous with wit, charm, and rugged masculinity, was more than just an actor. He was an institution. Born James Scott Bumgner on April 7, 1928, in Norman, Oklahoma, he emerged from humble beginnings to become one of Hollywood's most beloved and enduring stars. Garner's career spanned over 5 decades, encompassing television, film, and voice acting, leaving a lasting mark on American pop culture. His naturalistic acting style, sincere performances, and effortless charisma made him a favorite with audiences worldwide, and his story is a testament to resilience, talent, and quiet dignity. From the very beginning, Garner's life was shaped by challenges that tested his strength and character. He endured a difficult childhood marked by the early death of his mother and an abusive stepmother, forcing him to leave home at a young age. These hardships instilled in him a resilience and independence that would define both his personal and professional life. He dropped out of high school and, seeking adventure, joined the Merchant Marine toward the end of World War II. Later, during the Korean War, he enlisted in the United States Army, where his bravery earned him 2 Purple Hearts. These experiences provided him with a depth and authenticity that he would later bring to his characters, making his portrayals of heroism, vulnerability, and moral complexity deeply compelling. Garner's entry into acting came almost by accident. After a brief modeling stint, he navigated Hollywood in the early 1950s, eventually landing his breakthrough role in the television series Maverick, which aired from 1957 to 1962. In the role of Brett Maverick, Garner redefined the Western hero archetype. Unlike the stoic, gunslinging cowboys of the era, Brett Maverick was witty, charming, and often reluctant to fight. He relied on cleverness and strategy rather than brute force, blending humor, intelligence, and a sly charm that captivated audiences. This performance made Brett Maverick an icon, and even after Garner left the series, the character remained synonymous with his effortless charisma and affable persona. While television gave Garner widespread recognition, his film career showcased his remarkable versatility. He moved seamlessly across genres, from drama to comedy, action to romance. In The Great Escape, 1963, he starred alongside Steve McQueen in a gripping war drama, balancing toughness with understated charm. In The Americanization of Emily, 1964, he displayed romantic and comedic timing alongside Julie Andrews, while Move Over, Darling, 1963, co-starring Doris Day, further demonstrated his ability to shine in light-hearted roles. Garner's naturalistic style drew audiences into his character's experiences, making every performance feel authentic and heartfelt. Garner's commitment to authenticity extended to more serious roles. In I Never Sang for My Father, 1970, he took on an emotionally complex character, earning critical acclaim for a nuanced performance that revealed his depth as an actor. One of the crowning achievements of his career came in Murphy's Romance, 1985, where he starred opposite Sally Field. Garner earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor, underscoring both the longevity of his talent and the emotional resonance he could bring to his roles. Yet, perhaps the most beloved role of his career was Jim Rockford in The Rockford Files, 1974 to 1980. Rockford, a laid-back, street-smart private detective, blended action, comedy, and drama in a groundbreaking way. Garner's portrayal of Rockford as a flawed but lovable everyman resonated deeply with viewers, earning him a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series in 1977. Through Rockford, Garner demonstrated his ability to inhabit a character fully, balancing wit, charm, and vulnerability in a way that made him relatable and unforgettable. Beyond his performances, Garner was widely respected for his professionalism, integrity, and advocacy. He stood up for the rights of actors and challenged unfair practices in Hollywood. His 1960s lawsuit against Warner Brothers for breach of contract during Maverick set a rare precedent and earned him deep respect from his peers. Garner's advocacy paved the way for fairer treatment of talent, showcasing his courage and commitment to justice. Garner remained private despite his fame, maintaining a boundary between his public persona and personal life. Warm and sociable on set, he was described by colleagues as unassuming and grounded. He preferred a quiet home life, spending time with his family and indulging in hobbies like golf and auto racing. His passion for racing was serious. He co-founded the American International Racing Team in the 1960s and actively competed, blending thrill with discipline. Family was central to Garner's life. He was married once to Lois Josephine Fletchman Clark, a union that lasted nearly 6 decades. Their meeting in 1956 at a political party blossomed into a whirlwind romance. They went out to dinner every night for 14 consecutive nights before marrying just 16 days later. They raised 2 daughters and shared a life marked by devotion, stability, and love, offering a rare example of lasting Hollywood marriage. In his later career, Garner continued to captivate audiences. Space Cowboys, 2000, alongside Clint Eastwood, and The Notebook, 2004, showcased his enduring ability to bring grace and emotional depth to his roles. In The Notebook, he portrayed an elderly man devoted to his ailing wife, capturing the hearts of a new generation of fans. These performances demonstrated that age had not diminished his talent or appeal. Instead, they highlighted his ability to convey wisdom, dignity, and authenticity. Garner's influence extended beyond his on-screen performances. Co-stars like Steve McQueen, Doris Day, Julie Andrews, and Clint Eastwood admired him for his humility, kindness, and guidance. He served as a mentor to younger actors, showing that integrity and professionalism could coexist with fame. His approach set a standard for behavior on set, earning him admiration across the industry. Behind the scenes, Garner was known for his wit, humor, and playful nature. Set anecdotes reveal a man who could lighten the mood, charm colleagues, and navigate the pressures of filming with grace. From humorous pranks to heartfelt interactions with directors and co-stars, these stories humanize him, showing a personality as engaging as his screen presence. Garner also valued his collaborations with directors and producers, maintaining strong working relationships while asserting his creative input. Directors like Blake Edwards and Richard Thorpe praised him for respecting the craft and contributing thoughtfully to productions. Garner's insistence on maintaining artistic integrity sometimes brought him into conflict with studios, but he remained steadfast, demonstrating both courage and vision. Beyond Hollywood, Garner supported numerous charitable causes, quietly contributing to veterans programs, education initiatives, and health-related organizations. His philanthropy reflected the values he held dear: humility, service, and a desire to make a positive impact. Garner faced challenges and controversies like any actor, from injuries to contract disputes and the pressures of public scrutiny. Yet, he navigated these obstacles with resilience and professionalism, earning respect for his ability to overcome adversity without compromising his principles. His hobbies and passions, including auto racing, golf, and outdoor activities, highlighted his zest for life beyond acting,